Hi guys, my name is Alex. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be showing you, I'm sorry about that scratching, that's my dog. And if there are any barks or anything, that's also my dog. But today I'm going to be showing you how to get a custom domain for your Tumblr blog in two different ways. So here I have my example blog. Here's another one right here. This is my main blog in case you're interested in visiting it. Okay, so the first method we have is co.vu.co, which is really common. A lot of Tumblr users like to use this site because it's really easy. Set up an account if you don't already have one. As you can see, here's mine. Then you just enter the domain name that you want. Domain name. I'm slurring my words. I've tried this video a trillion times, so that's why this comes up. And I've tried exampledomain.co.vu. Should be available, and it is. So after you find your domain, you hit search, register now if it's available. You don't need to be a pro member for any of this. I don't think it's necessary, but if you want to, go ahead. Then we hit register as free domain and register domain. Congratulations, and you will have this for a year before you have to renew it. So then we hit configure domain, and co.vu, yeah, told you, I'm slurring my words, I can't speak. They have this really easy thing called one-click easy setup, which allows you to set up your domain for either Tumblr or Blogger in literally like 2 clicks. I mean, you can also use the site for other domain types or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, for other services besides Tumblr and Blogger. But since this video is for Tumblr URLs, we will be hitting this button that says configure to Tumblr. It gives you a whole bunch of instructions right here. I am showing you in this video. So we go back to this tab, blog settings. And if you don't know how to get to this page, you click on this little person in the top right corner and edit appearance. And then you will get to this page. The very first little section is Tumblr URL. It has your username. Then use a custom domain. Our domain was example domain. Did I spell that right? Yeah. exampledomain.co.vu. Test domain. And it will say, it'll have this little check mark and it'll say it's good, so you can save it. Then you go back here and test setup just so you can make sure, and it works. Totally good. Really easy, and it immediately configures, which is like huge bonus points. So let's check that out, see if it worked, and it did. Here you go. And you have your own URL. That's really easy. This is the next site we're going to be using. It's freenom.com. Again, set up an account if you don't have one. I already do. But when you have your account, go to services and register a new domain. And then slow Wi-Fi, my bad. Okay, so then you search for your domain, see what you want. Let's go with, more proof that I've tried to film this video 1,000 times and had to restart. Example blog 123. Okay, fine. Check availability. And it'll give you this whole list of different URLs. There are paid ones, but I'm a poor teenage boy. I can't afford that. Plus, I think that these are just as good. These are the 5 free ones you can get. My favorite is TK, so let's go with that. Get it now. And then it'll say selected and check out. You don't actually have to enter any credit card info or anything. I don't know why it says check out then, but it's all free. So the period, this is the amount of time you'll have it for. The most you can have it for free is 12 months. So if you want it for less, go ahead. I think it's best just to set it for 12. And then it has use your new domain. I'd start out by doing this, even though like later I usually delete it. But the thing with this site is that it's super erratic. Like sometimes what I do works, sometimes it doesn't, even though I follow the same steps every time. So here I'm just typing in Tumblr's IP address in these boxes, which is, oh my god, 66.6.44.4. And then continue. Okay. My last name's not Melody, but whatever. Okay, you only need to put in your first name for all of this information. You don't need to put any of this in. Nobody actually reads the terms and conditions, so just click the box and complete order. Damn, I need better Wi-Fi. Okay, and then when you've finished purchasing, air quotes, your domain, you will get this order confirmation page. It's still not configured, so we gotta do that. We go back to services and hit my domains. And here's the URL that I'm trying to configure for my main account, but like, yeah. It's taking a while because that's just the site. I will be going over the pros and cons of both co.vu and this one after I'm done explaining this. So here's our new URL, exampleblog123.tk. So we go to manage domain. There's 4 tabs up here. Then you go to manage Freenom DNS. So as I mentioned before, this site is like super erratic. Like I've tried like different things so many times, and like I've tried a consistent method, and sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes it does. So you might have to experiment. But the main thing is to keep it as type A. Keep the TTL the same, don't touch that. And now we're going to try a million different ways. And the target is always going to be Tumblr's IP address. Like said, that's like another reason why this site is kind of hard to use, because like it's really erratic. Okay, so we're going to try this record. Just going to ignore these. I don't think they matter. Because like I've tried just using that configure button before you buy it, and you like try to configure it, and you'll end up with a TTL like this. Like, anyway, what you saw me do before, it doesn't work, at least as far as I'm concerned, because I've tried it multiple times. Yeah, okay. That for some reason replaced one of the other records, but let's try it. And this time, we're going to try it on the other blog that I have, which is example blog 2. Use a custom domain. What was our domain? It was example blog 123. Example blog 123.tk, right? Yes. Okay, test domain. And it worked! Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, and that's it. So we're gonna try it. The thing about Freenom is that it takes, I think, like at least 72 or up to 72 hours for the URL to actually be configured. It's kind of inconvenient, but yeah. Oh, no, this one was immediately configured. Okay, so I've showed you guys 2 methods. Now we're going to go over the pros and the cons, which I have in this Google Docs. So Freenom, pros. It is pretty easy to configure once you understand it. Like, if you find, like, I don't know. Okay, I guess it's pretty easy. Okay, there's lots of different URLs. 5 different free domain endings. They also have paid URLs, which is cool if you have the money for that. Free. And the big thing for me is that this works with Google AdSense, which co.vu does not. The cons is that it's like, compared to co.vu, it's way harder to learn how to use. And the thing I noticed is that it takes up to like 72 hours to configure it. Like, you saw just now that my example blog, it configured immediately, but for my main blog, it's still not working. So, and that's also why I said it's erratic. It's like really erratic in terms of how long it'll take to like actually work, and also erratic in the setup process. That's why I had to refilm this video so many times, because like on Freenom, it just wouldn't work, even though I tried the same method that worked before. But, you know, I'm really glad that it worked. And it's also like a .tk URL isn't like as reliable. Like, if you saw something that was like blah blah blah.com, you'd probably immediately think it's more reliable than a .tk, because like these kinds of URLs are like more common. And co.vu, super easy to set up, as you saw. It's a pretty nice looking URL. I think that Freenom is nice too, but like, I don't know, I think co.vu is a bit nicer, and it's free, of course. Lots of people use this. Not sure if that's like a pro in your heads, but I put it down anyway. and the configuration is always instant. It's not like code.vu isn't like super erratic or anything like Freenom. So my hugest disadvantage is that it doesn't work with Google AdSense. If you don't use Google AdSense, then that's not a problem for you. But if you want to in the future, you'd have to change your URL from a code.vu because it just doesn't work. And since it's really common, a lot of common like domains, like stuff that you might want, like floral or something .co.vu would already be taken because, like said, the site is very popular. And also, code.vu isn't really professional. Like, I'm not saying that like Freenom, like the .tk stuff is, but I feel like code.vu is less professional. Anyway, so that is how you can use 2 different methods to get a custom domain for your blog. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button if you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.